Everyone, Nick Nielsen, Certified Financial Planner. Today, let's look ahead to 2021 as we think about those New Year's resolutions. Is 2021 a trap? It's going to be an acronym that I'm going to talk about with four main areas I want you to think about as we prepare for the new year and your financial plan. The first topic is going to be tax control. In a potentially changing tax landscape, I want you to evaluate Roth conversions. Are they right for you? Second, think about asset locations. Do we have the right assets in the right place? If we have an index fund, maybe it makes sense to own that in our taxable account. If we have a high yield or actively managed mutual fund, maybe a tax deferred or tax free bucket makes more sense. The second subject is going to be risk evaluation. The question I want to ask you today is, am I taking the optimal amount of risk to achieve my goals? Over the last several years, large U.S. growth companies have done extraordinarily well. Potentially, you might have too much exposure to some of the companies that have done incredibly well. Maybe it's time to take stock and potentially rebalance your portfolio. In addition, bond yields are incredibly low. Maybe we need to take a new look at bonds. The third subject is going to be access. Three different levers here in access. Number one, I want you to think about a home equity line of credit. It's likely that the value of your home has greatly appreciated. The best time to get a home equity line of credit is when you don't need it. In case you were to lose your job, you want to already have that home equity line of credit in place. Next, let's look at a SCL or a secured line of credit. This would be where you collateralize a taxable investment account. Maybe you have some of those large growth names that I discussed earlier. They've greatly appreciated. Now something comes up where you need some money. It might make sense to borrow the money from a secured line of credit and pay a low interest rate as opposed to triggering a capital gain bill. Number three, make sure you understand what your Roth basis is. If you're doing it yourself, get an Excel spreadsheet and track every year what your Roth basis is. The final subject area is going to be protect. Maybe I saved the best for last. Before we start a new year and New Year's resolutions, make sure that you and your family is properly taken care of. Within protection, we think about life insurance. Do I have the right amount? Do I have the right type? Disability insurance. Is my income protected? Long-term care and estate planning.